This is a red alert. 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 Okay, what am I trying to say? We got the potential for at least 3 hurricanes headed our way. Much better. I'm having mental and technical difficulties. We are less than 48 hours from Mercury going retrograde, so I might not be able to talk as well. You might not be able to talk as well, and people might be spilling more of their drinks these days. Yes, Earth is dangerous and weird right now, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, which I'm looking at spring 2022. So hang in there, play defense, make good choices, stay cool, keep a sense of humor. And oh my golly, Major Hurricane Sam is a monster. Very big, and I think if you are in any of these islands, you need to be paying attention until this thing curves away. Okay, okie dokie. I mean, this thing is giving mild Hurricane Maria flashbacks, but as I said, it is supposed to go above the islands. Hopefully it will start its northward trek soon. And to me, Sam is one of at least 3 landfalling hurricane dangers we will see before the end of October. And so if we go through all of October without getting hit by anything, I will sing hallelujah and say, man, we were lucky. But worst case scenario, yeah, we get hit by 2 or 3 hurricanes or just one big one. So prepare for the worst, pray for the best, and stay aware for a month if you're along the coast. But overall, the weather's super duper weird all around, like end of the world type vibes. So I'd kind of pay attention to the weather, just overall. Plus, the weather's just fascinating in general. And I'm going to remain optimistic because that's the type of guy I am. Hey, check this out, Rob Wright Images. Don't forget to look up. You never know what you'll see in the sky. This lasted about 5 minutes, and the clouds were then gone. Talking about magic New Hampshire weather. And if you know me, you'll know that these are my favorite kind of clouds, man. Rainbow ring. Rainbow rings around the sun or the moon. Just straight up magic sun colors. Solar star colors, man. That is so cool. So yeah, let's hang in there. Make it to spring. I know everything's weird. I know it feels like it's an apocalypse, utopia, dystopia, corporate WTF is prison planet shit. But I think we're going to make it through. And that's the way it is. Uh-oh. See, Mercury retrograde shit popping up. Hey, I got to say super duper thank you to Asteroid Fight Club, Sean, Xtina, Ben, Courtney, Tracy, Matthew, Nancy, Ann, OG Greg, Joshua, Barbara, Andrea, Sarah, Pep, Life's Lemons, Dave, Nunya Tex, In the Year 2525, John, Angel, Wizard of Oz, Rick, Captain Late Night, Corey, Bryce, Elda, May, Texas Angel, Alex, Alexis, Arnica, Ann, KJ, Max, Lauren, Daryl, Brian, Dan, Richard, Light Soul, Glenda, Matthew, Bryce, Charles, Tracy, Pink Wolf Girl, Cody, Greg, John, Jamie, Mad Motif, Darlene, and Ed. You guys are awesome and fantastic. THORnews hit my fundraiser, and I was like, hey, y'all, I need money to get beer for band practice, which I could afford because I hit the fundraiser. And then band practice was great. And then I was requesting money to go see the next MCU movie, Shang-Chi, with Apollo on Monday. And so you guys provided me with enough. And so I'm just so grateful you're Planetary Defense Commander. And so allow me to just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to everybody cool out there who's ever watched, laughed, learned, thought good thoughts, prayed for me, anything. Just making it through all this shit. Like the 8 years of THORnews in 7.5 years of being your planetary defense commander. I super duper greatly appreciate y'all, and so I plan to stay optimistic until like the spring where I think it'll get better. But yeah, dude, the next 4 or 5 months are gonna be crazy, like action film nuts. Alright? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Texas is a friendship state, and it is 4:20 and 8 minutes. Sam is a category 4 monster. And so when we were practicing last night, as I was singing, Join Your Friends, all I could think of was about, like, if you've been watching the volcano in La Palma, it's just kind of mind-blowing. Like, remember when the ocean was on fire in July? Like, this is and this reminds me of, like, Mordor, the volcano. So, we're living in the most interesting times for sure. But this eruption, which has kind of freaked me out, asterisk, it has now forced the airport to close. The Canary Islands have a population of about 50,000. I believe 6,000 at this point have been evacuated. And the lava is super pouring everywhere, man. It's creating new land by the minute. And I was thinking about how cool women are during band practice. So shout out to women for being cool and interesting. So yeah, the next 3 months are going to be super duper weird. And with Mercury going retrograde in less than 48 hours, I think until about October 24th, we need to be the best version of us we can be. And the Mexico-Guatemala volcano range has been super active, and just above it have been wildfires that look like volcanoes, but hey, they're not, with storms that were south of them just yesterday. Hey, shout out to the Air Force and everyone who helped evacuate our Afghan friends. Great job. And so the next big benchmark for 2021 will be the third Uranus square Saturn. First one we had February, Valentine's Day, when we had the giant storm that hit Texas and our grid got shut down. Second one was in June, where you had the big Canadian heat wave that killed almost 1,000 people. And then the third and final one is on Christmas Eve. True story. I didn't make this up. It was the planets doing it. Oh God, divine architect created the planets and shit. But so we have hints that, like, yeah, the weather shit is going to escalate and have some type of grand finale to 2021. So it's time to get our shit in gear as people and reinforce the supply chains and make sure everybody stays fed. We're pretty sure volcanoes are going to be an issue for the next 3 years. And then hopefully when we get balance in our solar system with the gas giants equalizing out, the volcano activity will go down. There are a whole lot of weird factors in the solar system, man. So smoke them if you got them, and don't pass up a good chance to ask somebody to dance. You may want to save that advice too until spring if you don't have Moderna. Okay. Hey, I would just like to point out that here's the deal, man, is that the virus hit New York in America hardest first, right in the face. A lot of people died, but everybody in New York kind of knew that it was real, and so they took the appropriate measures to deal with it, apparently. Whereas in Texas, we are still getting our ass kicked by it. And this is not political. This is not opinion. This is like, I live in Texas. I've seen it rip through our state over the last 5 weeks. And yeah, it's a big difference between 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, dude. We can do better, man. We still got the fall and the winter to go through. We can do better. You can give your out-of-state hot takes on that issue if you want to. But hey, the rise of voice cloning and deepfakes in the disinformation wars continues? Asterisk, question mark. There's just that point where the Earth starts to get hot and spin up. Typhoons, cyclones, and hurricanes about at the same time in many places across the planet. And we're in that zone, Typhoon Mindula, in the Pacific Northwest. Northwest Pacific has intensified to Category 4 strength while heading towards Tokyo, Japan. So you got 2 Category 4 hurricane cyclone typhoons on the board right now, and this kind of condition will probably continue for 4 weeks, is my guesstimation. So we better be prepared, ready, staying cool, and our attitude towards each other as human beings really does need to improve. Because the thing we got to focus on through the winter is keeping power grids on and people fed. Man, the supply chains are having major issues. Everybody knows that. Like in Europe, they're having a hard time with energy inflation and having enough truckers to deliver shit. And then you have supply chain issues with the shipping. You have major shipping issues and major shipping inflations. And so, I don't know, the plague has strained everybody's relations. And so, I don't know, we need to improve our attitude going into the holiday season. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay. All right. And there's this, so you have a major volcano going off in the Canary Islands over here by Spain, which kind of on par with the same latitude that Mount Shasta is in California, I would guess. I was talking about, okay, and so around about the window of like 5 days after the 9th, or technically, let me get this straight, from like the 1st of October, no, from the 4th of October to about the 14th of October is our super duper weird weather watch, hurricane, landfall, whatever. And then we have another one around the 17th. But I was trying to say that October is like our height of ocean weird weather watch, is my guess. Man, I'm not talking very well today. But the GFS continues to spin up during that time period I've been talking about for months. You know, the right around, smoke if you got it. You know, that's Sam. Right now they have Sam going out. Possibly, we still got to watch it. Nobody knows. We're taking it day by day at this point. Moment by moment, minute by minute. But like after right around the 9th of October, you have this system coming out, and then you have it creating a multi-system of lows, and then you got the big storm up at the top. So I'm going to be utterly fascinated by the whole next 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, I guess, with the weather. And you can obsess about the now, all the crazy shit that is happening now. And then we could be looking into the future through the models, not trusting any one model run in any way, capacity, shape, form thingy, but to give us ideas of what we may or may not be facing. And so, you know, if I tried to pick a date where we would get hit by a hurricane, I said, it would probably be the 13th. I don't know how strong it'll be, but we'll just watch for weird weather around there. The 5th and final Pluto square Eris. And so, yeah, models are saying, yep, we're looking at some pretty crazy storm shit happening. This is a retrograde, and then you got the number one danger down here coming up, but it gets pulled out instead of coming up and in. And then it loops back to the coast. So who knows what will happen? If, like I said, if we don't get hit by a single thing in the United States in October, I'll be so grateful. But there's a chance we could get hit by a couple. It's the worst case scenario 3. Okay? I'm so grateful for today. I think it's messing me up. But yeah, definitely in the smoke 'em if you got a mentality, like that thing, like La Palma is just pumping out lava, man, ma'am. I mean, it's putting out a lot of square footage, like literal square footage of magma or basalt or Minotauri, well. And like this, that's populated areas. Andrea Matwushin, the hamster, determines which crypto to buy or sell by running on a wheel and strolling through one of 2 tunnels. It started trading on June 12th, and the hamster's portfolio is up 24% as of Friday. Interesting news. I guess if you hook the rats straight into the blockchain, it just fixes everything. Oh, yeah, like we're going to watch this situation, or I'm going to watch it. Like, oh. Right now, models have shifted Sam away from the islands and away from the East Coast. So that is good, but a lot can change in the next few days. But we definitely need to keep an eye on right around the 9th, 5 days before and 5 days after the 9th of October. And so, hey, maybe everybody stop fighting each other for like a month. At this point, I think the models are on drugs. And I'm super grateful that y'all are so awesome. I just want to say thank you again. And there's definitely a lot happening, and that there's a lot that will continue to happen. And, as your planetary defense commander, although I've hit the fundraiser, if you ever do want to just send a little extra so I can load up now, just like last year when we loaded up before the fall and the winter, and I had runs on stuff, that's still going to be pandemic winter number 2. So I recommend everybody having an extra month of food if you're going to, I get ready for a weird winter, man, where your power could go out. Who knows what's going to happen? But I do know hundreds of petrol stations had to impose a $30 limit on fuel due to the HGV driver shortage, causing issues for fuel supplies across the UK. They're having major situations with not only their supply chain, but also the amount that energy costs. Inflation for gas and electricity. So that's sort of scary. And so, I don't know, I guess Sam is just kind of like that Sam and Manu are visualizations of the metaphorical, economic, and logistical dangers that are all around us. Good morning, Van Applegate. The Geomagnetic Storm Watch issued for Earth for Sunday. So take your energetic watch up a notch. You'll probably be feeling it a little. Sometimes solar energy makes me tired. Sometimes it gives me energy. You never know. India Meteorological Department, the deep depression over northwest and adjoining west central Bay of Bengal moved nearly westwards, intensified cyclonic storm Gulab. What? Yeah, Gulab. It's a lab where they make goo. And lay centered at 1730 HRS IST-OF, 25th September, over northwest and adjoining west central Bay of Bengal, near about 370 kilometers east. So I'm better with images. But yeah, so you got 3 cyclonic things. One going at Japan, one going at the Bay of Bengal, and then one possibly just going to miss the East Coast of the USA. And that's just this week. How crazy will it be? Around the 9th of October. The New York Times says hurricane forecasters aren't tweeting about your personal life, they swear. Okay, but are they subtweeting about my personal life? Yeah, maybe. They don't know. I'm a niche internet micro celebrity. What? This is brought to us by Dr. Zoe Erres. Her husband sent her this. She never felt more burned. What? Okay. Jay Leno likes cars, and I don't know, as I've gotten older, I've gotten a thing for utility boxes. They're painted. That was pretty cool. Morlock. Wait, no. Mordor. Mordor. I guess Morlock was back at too. And Golub. Man, like I said, it's biblical and it's mythological. It's a dash of heroic action adventure with a dash of smut and randiness. Boo the Florida Wave Master. So it appears that Teresa has been hanging out with Peter for a little too long and now has an STD status. We're talking about a subtropical depression. Wait, Dada Booze? See, is he tweeting about somebody's love life? New York Times says no. Who knows? But I don't have STD, dude. I haven't fooled around with anyone in almost 4 years. So, unless STDs become airborne. Oh, wouldn't that be horrible? If everybody, okay. Yeah, because I've been like, trying to, my whole life, like, I would like to avoid herpes. You gotta have life goals. Like, one life goal is, I will never try heroin. Because that shit seems to fuck everybody up if you try it. And then my other life goal is like, I do not want to get herpes. And I'm not judging people. Alright, what was I talking about? I still haven't done that cigarette that I said I was going to. Okay, so, through the pandemic, I've been watching sitcoms like crazy, man. Although, this summer I've added, me and H got the band back together, so I've been adding band practice and then going to see my friends' bands now that we're kind of allowed to go out a little if we're vaccinated. Not Texas, you can go out if you're not vaccinated. What's I talking about? Oh, yeah. But the two things that I'm watching now that I highly recommend are Ted Lasso and then Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, Martin Short, Tina Fey. Those are good. They're really good. You know, everybody's tastes are different, but oh yeah, supply chain issues. Giant stupid dog. There are no dumb dogs. Everyone's worried about the computer chip shortage for graphics cards, personal vehicles, but they all forget the supply line that runs it, big diesel trucks. The chips are so short-handed now, trucks are sitting for weeks. You know, for truck parts. Oh, no, chips that they need. So, yeah, we got issues, man. Lots of issues. So it is like a movie, dude, but it's real life. So we know that we got a wild peak of Christmas, just like Die Hard or whatever this year's going to be, that we have a wild peak coming for Christmas. But I believe in the Christmas spirit. I believe in the Christmas miracle. But we're going to have to work between now and there and pray and be good. And, you know, that's my opinion. You can do whatever you want to do. You do you. We're in the Ghost of Christmas Past period, so. And who knows? Maybe the doubters are right, and at some point the whole brick shit house is just going to go up in flames. Nah, I think we're going to have a better spring. 2022, baby. So hang on. And thank you. You're awesome. And I love you. I love you. Team Earth, man. It's hot, then it's cold. Brooks Garner, now it's cold front season. Florida's main October tropical threat isn't so much from the Atlantic as they're deflected, but from the Caribbean Sea. GFS has shifted, sniffing out a pattern to favor such a scenario for the second week of October. That's the exact week we are watching for. Only a phantom now, but is this phantom coming to the opera? Let's hope not. But that is the storm. You know the drill. Let's hope it's just a tropical storm. Let's hope it's nothing. But let's be prepared for a wild, wild October. Shit, it's still September. We've got a week to go. Hey, it's snowing in some places. So let's finish September strong. I think I'll put up a 45-second snippet of band practice last night. It was a pretty nice moment. Me and H, thank y'all. NWS Lubbock, rain chances will increase across the Texas South Plains region late in the week as upper low develops just to the west. There will be potential for widespread rain and amounts 2 inches or more. Will rain be welcome or not? Texas Lubbock. So, yeah, it's weird weather. Weird weather. Maybe tonight I'll just go for a drive. That's a cool option to have. And here's how we look at it. The storm that may or may not hit us around October 13th will either be stronger than Ida or it won't be stronger than Ida. So let's hope that it's not stronger than Ida. Let's be prepared if we get some Category 5 shit. that rolls through there. Okay? Although there's no way at any point we're taking our guard down about Sam until Sam goes out to sea harmlessly. Okay? Deal? Deal. I got a weird feeling about California, man. This wildfire season has been bad, and that storm where you had the rainstorm and then the firestorm in San Diego and just north of it, Los Angeles, that was a pretty crazy moment for weather as far, even me at THORnews, man. For 8 years, that moment was a very whoa. And then you combine that whoa with like the Palma volcano whoa, you're definitely in, strange days. Dang, I'm going to need a thesaurus. Hey, strange sounds is saying lightning on Earth is getting weirder and weirder. A gigantic jet plasma event with fireballs. And I've been talking about sprites, for years, just talking about how, what if the aliens or dimensional creatures are coming to us, but just in a different way of how we understand time? So maybe they're good, maybe they're bad, or maybe that theory is just way off. But sprites are totally fascinating and seem kind of sort of magical. Yo. Science period out, period there, period no, at, okay. How nuts. September's first 24-day sunspot number so far. This nuts. The red line is the NWS SWPC projection. The blue dot is September's AVG so far. With that number likely hold/grow, today it was 75. Yeah, so this solar cycle is good news. That's why another reason to be optimistic about the spring is the solar cycle is really impressing. And the red line was how they predicted how strong it would be. It looks like we're going to be headed towards a very strong solar cycle, and that is great news because things improve when the sun wakes up and is all happy. So I still believe there are reasons to stay optimistic during all the, oh my gosh, the world is endingness of 2021. Okie dokie. All right. Man, all this doom and gloom makes me daydream about good romance. That's how it's always been. THORnews. And that's how it continues to be. So have yourself a very Merry Christmas. Yeah, man. That volcano is pumping out lava. Of all the volcanoes in Volcano Advent Calendar 2021, this seems to be the most overperformingest, from my opinion, so far. That's not necessarily a good thing. All right, and super duper thank y'all again. I think last night was me and H's 7th band practice for our band Silver Blue Sun. We're hoping to play our first gig in May of 2022 around the weekend that Thor Love and Thunder comes out. So we've still got 7 months to practice. Hopefully you can come see it. We'll be live and hopefully we'll be out of the shit by then. But please stay cool and please just try to enjoy life as much as you can, because I still believe God is great, life is good, and you are pretty dang awesome. So have a great weekend, and I'm sending good vibes your way. All right, stay cool. God bless everyone.